Hey everyone, welcome back to Terra Mater Gardens. Today we're talking about the infamous silkworm, the one behind those silk bed sheets, silk underwear, and the historic Silk Road. The silkworm is the larval stage of the domestic silk moth, a species that has been bred for thousands of years for the production of silk. Native to China, the silkworm is now entirely domesticated and is even unable to survive in the wild without human intervention. It plays a critical role in the silk industry, with the cocoon spun by the larva being the source of natural silk fiber. Silkworms are completely dependent on humans and cannot fly or produce on their own without assistance. Over millennia of domestication, these moths have lost many of their natural survival abilities, making them one of the few species on Earth that have been fully domesticated by humans. Silkworms are caterpillars that grow up to 3 inches long during their larval stage. They have a soft, segmented body that is usually pale white or yellowish in color. As they mature, they spin a protective cocoon of silk around themselves using specialized glands, from which they eventually emerge as silk moths. Silkworms are found almost exclusively in captivity, particularly in farms or educational settings where they are raised for silk production or studied as part of biological life cycles. They feed on the leaves of the mulberry tree, which is their sole source of nutrition. Because they have been domesticated, they cannot survive in the wild. Silkworms are voracious eaters during the larval stage, consuming large amounts of mulberry leaves to fuel their growth and silk production. After reaching full size, they begin spinning their silk cocoon, which can take several days. They are completely harmless and lack any defensive mechanisms or aggressive behaviors. Silkworms are easy to care for in captivity as long as they have a constant supply of fresh mulberry leaves, which they require for nourishment. They are usually housed in plastic containers or terrariums with ample ventilation. Since they do not move and are non-aggressive, they can be housed with other silkworms, but their delicate nature means that care should be taken to provide a clean environment free of pests. The primary use of silkworms is for their silk production. Once a silkworm spins its cocoon, the silk is carefully harvested, with one cocoon producing about 1,000 yards of silk thread. In educational settings, silkworms are often used to teach children about life cycles and metamorphosis. Although silkworms are completely safe to handle, some people may have allergies to silk or related materials and should exercise caution when handling the cocoons or threads. Another known use for silkworms is that they can become a feed source for reptiles and amphibians in the pet trade. And that's it for the silkworm. These amazing creatures have played a pivotal role in human history, providing us with a luxury of silk for thousands of years. If you found this profile interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of fascinating insects. Until next time.